Just come down to your back and begin to feel your earth or your body sink down into the earth. Relax through your feet, your ankles. Relaxing the palms down to the earth. Relaxing through the shoulders. Feeling the spine lengthen down to the earth as the body relaxes. Closing your eyes here for a moment if you like. Bringing your attention to your body. Noticing the air on your skin. Noticing how the earth feels beneath you. Noticing any smells in the room. Noticing any noises inside the room or outside the room. Bringing your awareness to those senses around you, to the senses in your body. Allowing the mind to focus on those sensations only. Beginning to bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing the breath within the body. Does the breath move freely? Does it feel like it gets stuck in certain places? Just noticing, not passing judgment. We'll begin to deepen the breath. Breathing into the lower belly and feeling it rise as you inhale. Moving the air up through the lungs. And then as you exhale, relaxing the shoulders down to the earth just a little bit more. Maybe counting your inhales and exhales here. Inhaling for a count of 4, 5, and exhaling for a count of 5 or 6. Just beginning to gently lengthen through your exhales. Inhaling deep into the belly for 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling, releasing all of the air from the lungs for 3, 4, 5, 6. Using your own internal count. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Noticing any thoughts as they arise in the mind and just letting them pass. Knowing that thoughts will come And that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal, but just let them go. If you would like, you can bring your Ujjayi practice in, taking the tongue to the roof of the mouth and creating a ocean-like sound with your exhale. And when you're ready, we'll release the breath and the counting, just allowing the breath to come to its own natural rhythm. Inhaling until you feel the need to exhale, and exhaling until you feel the need to inhale. And beginning to notice those pauses between your inhales and exhales. And maybe resting in that pause for a few seconds. Noticing the peacefulness and the emptiness, and that small pause. Knowing that you can come back to that space at any time or any point during your day and just feel that peace. On your next inhale, we'll bring the soles of both feet to the mat, and we'll slowly draw one knee into the chest and then the other, rocking from side to side, maybe giving yourself a hug here. We'll take the arms out to a wide T, and we'll send the knees over to the right, gazing over left fingertips. Exhaling into the twist. Making this a gentle twist. Allowing the shoulders to gently drop down to the earth. Feeling some extension through the hips, but not forcing. Still breathing deep into the lower belly. Exhaling fully. And creating some length in your exhales if you like. On your next inhale, we'll draw the knees back through center and take them over to the left, gazing over right fingertips. The shoulders urge down to the earth. Exhaling into the twist. being gentle with yourself, with your body. There's no pain, there's no discomfort. There's just the breath and relaxation. And when you're ready, we'll draw the knees back through center, giving them a hug and rocking side to side. And we'll keep the right knee into the chest and straighten the left leg tall to the sky. Taking a few breaths here and then slowly lowering the left leg down to the mat while keeping the right knee into the chest. You can stay here or you can bring the left toes to the mat, taking any modification or variation that's comfortable for you today. Listening to your body. Finding what's right for you in this moment. We'll take the right knee into our right hand and take it out just a bit towards the armpit, maybe flexing through the foot here. Maybe taking your left hand and placing it on top of your left hip crease. Coming back to that breath. We'll slowly bring the right knee back through center. We'll release the knee, taking the arms down to the earth, and we'll raise the right leg tall to sky. Reaching the heel towards the sky. Drawing those toes closer to the forehead as you exhale. And again, keeping that left leg flat to the earth or bending through the knee, taking whatever variation you like today. And breathing here. Feeling that extension through the heel, through the back of the leg. And we'll slowly pull the right knee back into the chest, hugging it in once more, and then slowly lowering it down to meet the left flat on the mat. Taking a moment here and a few breaths, noticing the difference between your right leg and your left leg. Noticing if there is a difference. Just taking that moment to tune in with the body, to notice the right hip versus the left hip, the right shin versus the left shin, the right heel versus the left heel. And when you're ready, we'll draw the left knee into the chest. Again, staying here or bending into the right leg, whichever your body is calling for. Breathing here, in through the nose and out through the nose. And we'll take the left knee into the left hand and take it out towards the armpit, opening up through the hip just a bit, flexing through the left foot, and breathing here. Taking your time, we'll draw the left knee back into the chest, and we'll raise the left leg or foot high towards the sky, pressing through the left heel, flexing through the foot, leaving your right leg flat to the mat, or bending through the knee, bringing the sole of the right foot flat to the mat. Finding the modification that's right for you. Breathing deep into the lower belly, filling the lungs. Exhaling the shoulders down to the mat, trying to relax each body part that's not working. And we'll slowly draw the left knee into the chest. And then lower the left leg down to meet the right. Noticing your hips, noticing your left hip, noticing your left shin, noticing your left foot. Do the legs feel evenly stretched? Do you feel like you had a different stretch on one side versus the other? Bringing your awareness to your muscles, to your bones, to your joints. We'll slowly draw the knees into the chest. We'll rock back and forth, and then rolling to your right side. Bringing your left arm underneath your head as a pillow, maybe placing your left hand on the earth. Taking a moment here. Maybe taking this time to set an intention for this class. Maybe just setting an intention of gratitude. Being thankful for your body. Thankful for this time to come to your mat and practice. We'll slowly rise up to a comfortable seat when you're ready, letting the head and neck be the last to come up. Taking your time. Maybe sitting up on a blanket or a block. Just getting the hips slightly higher than the knees. Bringing the hands to your knees or to your lap. Just taking a few breaths here, sitting up tall through the crown of the head. Maybe gently tucking the chin, relaxing the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhaling deep into the lower belly, filling the lungs, and releasing all of the air from your lungs, bringing belly button to spine. Shoulder blades relax down the spine as you exhale. We'll bring our right hand down to the earth, and we'll take our left arm overhead, gazing at left fingertips, staying open through the chest, maybe taking the left shoulder back. Breathing here. Maybe walking the right fingertips out and bending through the right elbow, finding a little bit more space and extension from fingertips to hip. Feeling that long line of energy. We'll inhale to take fingertips tall to sky, stretching tall and maybe reaching through the right arm and then the left. Just warming up the sides of the body. Feeling the muscles through the sides, through the fingertips. And we'll drop the left hand down to the mat, taking right arm overhead, gazing at right fingertips. Maybe taking the right shoulder back, opening through the chest. And as you exhale, maybe walking the left fingertips out a little bit more, making that long line from fingertips to your hip. Only going to where you're comfortable. We'll inhale to rise up, taking fingertips tall to sky. And exhaling, we'll fold from the hips, bringing the fingertips down to the earth, letting them fall where they fall, and then relaxing through the head and neck. Using your breath to sink a little bit lower into this pose with each exhale. Feeling the extension through your back, through your hips. Staying with your breath, keeping your focus on your body, on your breath. Letting any other thoughts pass. It's not clinging or holding. And slowly walk the fingertips back towards the hips. And we'll reverse across the legs, taking whichever leg is on top, on bottom. Sitting up tall once again through the crown of your head. We'll inhale the fingertips tall to sky. And as we exhale, we'll bring right hand to left knee and left arm behind us. Sitting up tall through the crown of your head, twisting from lower ribs. Your shoulders, with head and neck, the last to gaze over your right shoulder. Inhaling, we'll come back through center, taking arms tall to sky. And exhaling, we'll take left arm to right knee and right arm behind us. Sitting up tall, we'll twist to the right with lower ribs, the shoulders, with head and neck, the last to twist, gazing over the right shoulder. Still breathing deep into the lower belly. Exhaling fully. Maybe thinking of something that you're grateful for today. Inhaling to come back through center, we'll take the arms tall to sky. And as we exhale, we'll fold from the hips, letting hands fall where they fall, and then relaxing through the head and neck. Noticing the difference in this hip versus the other. Noticing the difference in your body for a second fold. Bringing your attention back to your muscles, your joints, your bones, and your breath. Folding a little deeper as you exhale. We'll slowly walk our hands back towards our hips. We'll inhale our arms tall to sky and then exhale the arms down by the sides and take the legs out to a wide V. Flexing through your feet, toes pointed towards sky, sitting up tall through the crown of your head. We'll inhale our arms tall to sky and we'll take our right hand inside our right leg and our left arm overhead, staying open through the chest. Maybe intending for the left fingertips to go towards your right toes. Not making it, just deciding that that's where you want the stretch to go. And inhaling to raise up just a bit and then folding over once more. Maybe going a little deeper this time. Beautiful. We'll inhale to rise up, taking fingertips tall to sky. And then bringing our left arm inside our left leg and right arm overhead. Again, urging right fingertips towards right toes, but not making it. Staying open through the chest. Noticing your breath in these poses and how it's different. We'll inhale to rise up just a bit and then exhale to fold over once more, maybe finding a little bit deeper of a stretch. Inhaling, we'll rise up, and exhaling, we'll fold. Folding from the hips, letting hands fall where they fall, and then relaxing through the head and neck. Still coming back to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Creating space in the body with each exhale. We'll slowly walk the fingertips back towards the hips. We'll bring our hands behind our knees and gently bending into the knees, we'll bring the feet together to touch. Sitting up tall through the crown of the head. Maybe taking your fingers to the insides of your feet and opening them like a book. Giving yourself a gentle foot massage here. Getting into the arches. Into the pads of the feet. And telling them how grateful you are for them supporting you throughout each and every day. We'll sit up tall through the crown of the head when you're ready. And we'll fold from the hips, bringing the elbows to the insides of the shins and maybe gently urging the knees a little bit closer to the earth. And when you find the stretch, relaxing through your head and neck, using your breath to sink a little bit deeper. We'll slowly rise up when you're ready. We'll bring our hands onto either side of our knees and we'll close them like a book and we'll roll over to cat or to tabletop. Bringing knees underneath your hips and wrists underneath your shoulders. Maybe placing a blanket underneath your knees if you like. Extending long from the crown of your head to your hip bone. And then as we inhale, we'll drop the belly and we'll gaze up towards sky. And exhaling, we'll arch through the shoulder blades, bringing belly button to spine and gently pushing the earth away for cat. Inhaling to drop the belly for cow. And exhaling to arch through the shoulder blades for cat. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Taking a few rounds of these with your own breath, at your own pace, going as fast or as slow as you would like, and pausing anywhere that your body might need a little extra time in the pose. Taking 2 more rounds here with your breath. And on your next exhale, we'll take our knees wide and our toes to touch, sending fingertips out long and bringing chest, chin, or forehead down to the mat for child's pose. Stretching long through your fingertips and the sides of your body. And urging your tailbone closer to your heels as you exhale. We'll slowly rise up on the inhale, bringing wrists underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. We'll tuck our toes and we'll send our hips high to sky for downward dog. Bending into one knee and then the other. Placing a small bend in the elbows if you like, so you're not hyperextending. Feet should be hips width apart, about 2 fists. Gazing at your belly button or the tops of your thighs. Maybe coming to stillness here and putting a slight bend into the knees so the hips go a little bit higher to sky. And breathing here in your first downward dog of practice. We'll slowly begin to walk our hands back towards our feet. Hanging here in forward fold, bending from the hips, relaxing through the head and neck. We'll bring our hands to our shins, and as we inhale, we'll halfway lift, making a long line from our crown of our head to our tailbone. And we'll exhale to fold forward once more. Hanging here, allowing the body to relax. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows and swaying from side to side. Maybe straightening through one leg and then the other. And then coming to stillness, releasing the hands down towards the mat and just hanging here. Slowly rise up with your next inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and neck are the last to come up. Taking your time, going so very slow. And then when you're at the top, taking the shoulder blades back and down the spine. We'll inhale to raise the arms tall to sky, stretching through the fingertips. And we'll drop the right hand down to a crescent moon shape, taking the left arm overhead and stretching through the left side. Maybe bringing your right arm across your body. Bringing both arms tall to sky, we'll drop the left hand down and take the right arm overhead. Maybe bringing the left arm across the body. Inhaling, we'll rise up, taking both arms tall to sky, and exhaling, we'll swan dive forward, bending from the hips, letting the hands come to your shins, the earth or a block, relaxing through the head and neck, gazing at your tops of your thighs, and hanging here in forward fold. We'll swan dive up on the next inhale, taking the arms out to the sides, inhaling them tall to sky, and then exhaling, hands to heart center. We'll step our left foot forward, keeping our right foot at a 45-degree angle. We'll bring our hips facing forward like headlights. And as you inhale, we'll bring both arms tall to the sky, taking shoulder blades down the spine, standing tall and strong in your warrior one. Breathing here, deep into the belly, exhaling fully. We'll inhale, hands through heart center and open up to warrior two, bringing left heel in line with the arch of the right foot. Shoulder blades go down the spine and open through the chest, gazing over left fingertips. We'll reverse our front palm and send it overhead, taking the right arm down the back leg for reverse warrior. Inhaling, we'll come back to warrior two. And bending into our left arm, we'll bring left arm to left knee, taking right arm overhead, creating a long line from the side of your right foot to your fingertips. Inhaling, we'll come back to warrior two. Breathing here. On your next inhale, we'll step right foot up to meet the left, taking arms to sky. And exhaling, we'll swan dive the arms out from the sides, folding from the hips. And bringing hands to shins, your mat or a block for forward fold. Hanging here. Again, maybe taking opposite elbows, swaying from side to side. When you're ready, we'll drop the hands back down to the mat. And we'll slowly rise up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhaling, hands tall to sky. And exhaling, palms through heart center. We'll step our left foot back this time. Keeping the left foot at a 45-degree angle, the right knee is bent, hips are facing forward. We'll inhale, both arms tall to sky, taking the shoulder blades down the spine for warrior one. Breathing here. Finding your strength. Being grateful for this body supporting you in warrior one. We'll exhale, hands through heart center, and we'll open up to warrior two, bringing right heel in line with the arch of the left foot. Arms are shoulder height, gazing over right fingertips. We'll flip the front palm and send it overhead, taking the left arm down the back leg. Inhaling, we'll rise back up to warrior two. And bending into the left elbow, taking right elbow to right knee, we'll bring the left arm overhead, creating that long line from the edge of the left foot to left fingertips. Feeling like there's a rubber band from the tip of your finger to the edge of the foot. We'll inhale to rise back up to warrior two. Gazing over right fingertips. Breathing here. And inhaling, we'll bring left foot to meet the right. We'll take palms to sky and exhale, hands through heart center. From here, we'll bring our feet mat width apart, and we'll begin to turn our toes out just at a 45-degree angle. And we'll begin to squat down, finding where you are today, Maybe it's staying here for a few breaths, maybe going a little lower, maybe bringing the knees to the ends or the elbows to the insides of the knees, maybe coming to sit on a block. Just finding wherever you are today, knowing that wherever you are is perfect, exactly where you're meant to be. Breathing here, taking 2 more deep breaths, breathing deep into the lower belly, exhaling fully. And we'll slowly come to a seat on the mat, taking your time. We'll bring our feet out in front of us flat to the mat, and we'll lower our backs down to the earth. Taking a moment here to allow the spine to adjust back to the earth. Taking a deep breath into the lower belly, exhaling fully. We'll take the arms out to a wide T, and we'll draw the knees into the chest once more, one knee at a time. And taking the knees over to the right, we'll gaze over left fingertips. Noticing this twist versus the first one we had at the beginning of practice. Noticing if it feels any different. Noticing if you can twist a little bit more than previously. Maybe not. Just listening to your body. Finding your breath. Slowly bringing your knees back through center and taking them over to the left, gazing over at right fingertips, exhaling into the twist. Shoulder blades go flat to the mat. If your knees don't reach the earth, maybe taking a block and just placing them gently underneath, allowing them somewhere to rest so that the body can sink more into the twist. Lengthening through your exhales. Noticing this side of the body in the twist versus the first one you took in class. Is this side different than the other? Is it easier to twist now or more difficult? We'll bring the knees back through center and give them a hug, rocking from side to side. And taking any last pose you would like here. Maybe legs up the wall. Maybe a happy baby, taking peace fingers to big toes and knees out to the sides. Bringing elbows out towards the corners of the room and rocking from side to side. Maybe straightening through one leg and then the other. And coming back to happy baby and finding stillness for just a moment. Just breathing here, feeling this lower spine sink down into the earth. Feeling the tightness of the hips and the hamstrings, maybe. Noticing the sensations that you feel in this pose. And gently releasing and bringing the knees back into the chest. We'll lower the sole of one foot down to the mat, and then the other. Taking one heel out to the edge of your mat, and then the other. Moving the shoulder blades down the spine. Maybe lengthening through the back of the neck, gently tucking the chin. Bringing the backs of the hands flat to the mat. And closing your eyes here as you prepare for your final resting pose of Shavasana. Maybe wiggling through each leg. Maybe tensing through the hands and the forearms. And then gently relaxing. Feeling the feet relax. The ankles. The shins relax. The thighs. The hips sink heavy into the earth. The shoulders relax. The hands. Maybe bringing the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the two front teeth. And swallowing here to relax through the throat, through the chin, relaxing through the jaw. Relax the eyes, the forehead. And sink heavy into the earth for your yogic sleep. Shavasana. Feel free to remain in Shavasana for as long as you like. I would like to thank you for joining me today and know that I am grateful. And I hope that you offer some gratitude towards yourself for coming to your mat today and doing something kind for your body and for your mind. Namaste.